Hey everybody, MichaelBtheGameGenie here, and on today's video we're going to be talking about the next wave of releases of Arcade1Up Pinball. And if this information that I'm seeing here is true, I don't think it's what anybody thought it was going to be. So that's right guys, I've got some very interesting breaking news tonight on Arcade1Up Pinball Wave 2. Coming out of CES 2022, one of the biggest points of Arcade1Up speculation is what's next with the Pinball series. In fact, I even made a chill and chat video just a couple of weeks ago talking about what's up with Wave 2 of Arcade1Up Pinball, and we got a lot of feedback that, the people expected better tables with better resolution, more of a pro feel. I personally said expect the exact same tables again, quality-wise, just with the other side of each game, so like the other Williams games, the other Star Wars games, and the other Marvel games, and the inclusion of Wi-Fi. So, earlier tonight, I got a notification on Twitter. So someone by the name of Jim Henderson wrote me on Twitter and said, saw this on the Wayfair app, appears new pinball machines coming next week. And then you go into it and it says, Williams Pinball 2 by Arcade1Up. Price is raised now to $1,229.99. I believe that's Canadian. So you're going to be able to get it by Monday, February 7th to Friday, February 11th. So it's coming relatively soon. I went to the Wayfair site, and sure enough, if you go to wayfair.ca, Marvel's out of stock, but they have the Bally Williams machine, which is $1,141.99. That seems a bit much. But then they have listed two cabinets here. You have Star Wars Pinball 2 by Arcade1Up and Williams Pinball 2 by Arcade1Up, with the two indicating that this is the next wave in the cabinet releases. So I've got the Williams Pinball 2 out there. Not much information is being given here. LCD screen, 2-player. When you get down to specifications, it says full-size arcade machine, LCD screen, material plastic. And here's what's interesting. Number of games included, 9. A lot of people assume that the next group of people that were going to be able to use the Arcade1Up pinball machines, they were either going to have more games or they're going to have options to add more games. But here it's saying 9 games included, and there is no information on whether or not you can add other games. Number of players 2, which is irrelevant. Supplier intended, residential use, adult assembly required. Nothing else there. The big thing, more about this product, there's not much information here. Very little, other than the fact that it's saying 9 games as opposed to the 10 that was on the first Williams Pinball 1 cabinet that I have downstairs. And also dual speakers. There's nothing else, just the 9 games. So it looks like 1 game has been removed. If you take a look closely, it looks like there's been some modifications to the artwork as well. Here on the front, we've got Arcade1Up and Zen Pinball. This branding wasn't on the cabinet that I have before. And it also shows Arcade1Up here as well. So Arcade1Up Zen Studios. But here's the thing about this. This looks like it's an old stock photo, so I'm not 100% sure that this is actually what it is. I think they may just be using the pictures from Wave 1 for Wave 2, so we have no information if in fact this is going to be the same cabinet again, so much as just Williams Pinball 2 with 9 games. Star Wars Pinball 2 is a little bit more revealing. However, it may be wrong. So we've got the exact same cabinet again. You go in here, it's the Wave 1 cabinet. This looks like just a computer generated render. Again, it's the early render before the DMD was really flushed out. But if you go down here, it tells you the featured games, which include Boba Fett, A New Hope, Octo Island, not Witch 2 Island, Octo Island, Battle of Mimban, Darth Vader, Masters of the Force, Star Wars, Rebels, Han Solo, The Force Awakens, and The Empire Strikes Back. So the exact same tables that were on the Star Wars Wave 1 cabinet. However, I'm not saying too much here. This could be something else, and they're just going with the same information they had for Wave 1. Again, the price is up to $1,239.99. There's not a lot more information here. Again, 10 games, same information we got on the last one. So really, there's not much to share here. I mean, other than the fact that Wayfair, with a delivery date of next week, Wayfair Canada, is listing a Williams Pinball 2 with 9 games and a Star Wars Pinball 2 with 10 games at the price of $1,239.99. But I will say again, there's no guarantee that's the actual purchase price because Wayfair is always jacking up the price on these cabinets. Anyways, guys, not a whole lot of information there except for just more speculation. What the hell is this? Are we going to get the announcement of a new Williams and a new Star Wars cabinet next week? So I would have to take a look at the Williams game list and what it is. I always assumed that we were going to get the other half of the games and maybe in like a Circus Voltaire or what's another one? Funhouse probably would be the art on it, and then we would get the other games left in the lineup that we never got on the first cabinet. Same with Star Wars. Here, they're kind of describing that it's going to be the same, again, same artwork and same game list, but I think that these are just placeholders. Of course, these pictures are completely outdated even before the final product that we got from Arcade1Up. So I don't know if there's much information here. This might just be a typo on the site, but in the event it's not, we may be getting an announcement on new pinball coming out next week. We might see the second Williams table, and we might see the second Star Wars table. So keep an eye on Wayfair, keep an eye on websites, and see if Arcade1Up has anything to say. Anyways, it looks like through Wayfair, we got a very early leak with very little information that a new wave of Arcade1Up Pinball is set to be announced in the very near future. Anyways, let me know what you think of this breaking news. Do you think this is anything or just like a weird hiccup on the site? If there is Arcade1Up new wave of pinballs, Star Wars 2 and Williams 2 coming out in the very near future, what do you think is going to be on them? What games and what features do you think Arcade1Up have included that shows the increased price from Wave 1 to Wave 2? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Michael B. the Game Genie, and I'll talk to you next time.